We have Reverend Mutenyo here, who has offered you land. He didn't give the hub, he said he will give it to the person who came with the dream. And he's here with us. He gave us untitled land with everything, but with the state house controller, we were guided, and we have a title with us, which I will request you, Excellency, to receive that, give it. And Mzee Mutenyo is here. Maybe I give him a chance to say one thing, Mzee Mutenyo. Why you gave the present land?
Thank you, sir. Your Excellency, sir, we feel honored for God bring you here on this wonderful mission, because you are chosen by God, because of your creativity and your productivity. We are gathered here to welcome a parcel of ideas, a parcel of knowledge, a parcel of wisdom given to you by God for us all who are standing here. You are most welcome, Your Excellency. Like the chairman NRM has said, I am retired Reverend John Wanda Mutenyo, also retired primary teacher. How I wished that you have a copy of my remarks, because teachers are organized. I wish it could be handed to you. Your Excellency, sir, I wish to take this great opportunity to welcome you happily at this hub, which is part of your dreams, which dreams have turned into a reality to this skilling hub to empower Ugandan youths with creative and productive skills, to change their lives from subsistence economy to money-generating economy, to fight poverty out of their lives, termed by you as wealth creation. Your vision and your mission, Your Excellency, in this matter have led to the establishment of more than 35 industrial hubs all over Uganda. Your visit to Bugisu Zone Youth Skilling Hub here is a visible and a clear indicator of your purposeful leadership for Uganda.
I grew up an orphan with my mother, only who cared for me. Later on, after going back in the village, I started growing up tomatoes, but also had no input. Sometime, I had this golden chance through a radio station when they were reading, when the people in the studio were talking about skilling of the youth in Ruhonje at Bugisu Industrial Hub. After listening, they read the numbers, the contacts. I read and they talk the contacts. Later on, I followed up. They told me to go to the district. Reaching to the commercial officer, he told me to pick the application form at the office of the RDC. Eventually, after filling the form, after a period of 2 weeks, I was phone called among the successful students to come and take a skilling at Ruhonje Industrial Hub. I trained in metal, welding, and fabrication. At this time now, I can fabricate a metallic door, windows, and metallic beds. I know the measurements to say a BO2. I can also calculate and see. Whereas here at Ruhonje, I was also able to learn and study the mindset change, which polished whatever things I had in my mind when I was at the village upon the against of this government of Uganda. But since I was instilled in the mindset, I left this place well knowing that Yoweri Kaguta Museveni is the leader of the government of Uganda. So with that, sir, I request the Almighty Allah to bless you with the knowledge and long live, so that you continue to help us, the Ugandans.
I learned this information from a radio announcement about this killing of Uganda. I was so positive and I was interested to join because I was fed up with the village and I was doing nothing in the village. When I reached this place, they told us everything is for free, and we found that everything was for free. Your Excellency, we found a mindset here, we found patriotism here, everything that changed our minds. They used to always tell us to be job creators. They always used to tell us to fight poverty. Your Excellency, when I went back to the village, I fought so much to fulfill whatever they told us on this hub. Your Excellency, when I reached home, I told my uncle, what should I do next, because I have nowhere to start from. He connected me to town and told me stay there even when they're not paying you. I worked for 6 months when they were not paying me, but still I took the courage and knew what I wanted. Your Excellency, after some time, I said, I'm tired of working for people. I have to go back home and start up. Reaching home, I found my auntie with a machine, very old. I said, I'm going to start up with this very old machine. I bought a material of 20,000. Your Excellency, I started making clothes. I started selling. And after selling them, I used to make my savings. After generating savings of 100, I went back to buy materials. After buying the materials, I came back to the village and again started to make more money. Your Excellency, I have a saving in the village which is already working. And Your Excellency, I also have a plan that if I get more machines, my life is not going to remain the same. Well, this is where my skill has helped me. I used to beg money from men. I used to beg money from everywhere because I didn't work. But right now I'm working. I don't beg anyone money.
Your Excellency, if I may remind you, in cabinet you directed me to get land for relocation of our people in Bulambuli. And when I heard our people had passed on, I personally went to Bulambuli on a Sunday before cabinet and gave cabinet a brief. And then the Right Honorable Prime Minister sent me to take 40 million to 80 bodies that had been exhumed. She also gave me an extra 23 million, 1 million for each of those people who were injured and were in hospital. Your Excellency, I carried 63 million. And I walked 7 kilometers to and 7 kilometers back. Your Excellency, I can still walk. But if I have to run, I run slowly. Your Excellency, you also directed me that I should identify land for government to relocate these Bulambuli people. Because when we addressed them with the MP Mudimi, they were willing to relocate. Your Excellency, I've identified the land. The sellers have accepted that government pays 50%, the balance within 3 months, and they will allow government to relocate our people into this area. So I ask all of you again to clap for His Excellency because he cares and gives priority to Ugandans.
Now, on the issue of human capital development, educating people.
Ariho issue akushindu shiyamba bugugumunza mbasa oba mumachesi kusomesa babantu.
The Nyankare will be okugunjura abantu, okugunjura, to enlighten people.
Ariho ababantu washikanikile mu Nyankole nekimanyisa huwa ababantu kama chesini humanya.
We have 2 channels, education and health.
Ariho ni bibindu bibiri. Byebulekeli ni byebujanjabi.
Now, you have seen how the Bujanjabi has done well. The immunization, just immunization.
Arimwabone byebujanjabi nga nibikolere mu bana Uganda.
That's how the population of Uganda has gone from 14 million to 46 million now.
ari nicho chiyetele babandu mu Uganda ukwiyongela kuba bakali ukwama ku milioni 14 ukwola ku milioni 47.
Now the other line is education.
Ari kumuhosi kukundi bye bulekeli.
In the manifesto of 96,
Ari mu byawandikibwa byeni ari mu manifesto ya 1996.
we proposed UPE.
Ari kwaluma huri kubeni bona basome kumu primary.
Basomere bwerere mu primary.
Bosi basome busa mu primary nge basasola kama pesi tawe.
And we put money for UPE.
Waramo kama pesi ku support ngo bakuwagira babana befe bali mu primary kusoma busa mu Uganda.
But later on we added USE.
Chisera cheyongera mu 2007 wakataho US wakataho basiniana.
And we put money for that.
Namo waramo kama pesi.
But people still charge money in the government schools.
Arinde sho huyanga urutya mu masomero ka primary ni ka senior babakarangira basasusa kama pesi.
So all
Ari basasusa kama pesi ate kama somero kano ka government.
So all these children here you see here who are really, when you hear their stories, you can see God can't be happy with us.
Ari babana bali ano bano nadala bamahuwa story bari bahazikana school fees kusasola musini ano basome. Ari welenga wawulile babana babali kulomanga baloma bari we wawashikola aba musangafu ni nawe tawe.
So the people refuse to implement it. The teachers, even the parents, what they call PTA, they meet and say, oh, so school fees.
Ari baba limu masomero mo ibakana kuholanga president na ku planning lata. Ari bano ba PTA basomesi bakedi master uri nibekhala bari kusasuleko ni basali babeli no bafikirira bari kusasuleko.
So all of these children you see here are victims of Tawuri resolve.
Ari babana besi kuli kubonano baloma bari bahasikana kusoma. Ari shili kukoleka lwe kuba ife kula hulilisa kwakola byesi president akukolera ta.
So because if they say we need more money for UPE, they should say so and we look for more money.
Ari nabulayi bakulubeka masomero basomisani basali balome bari mu primary oba ni musinia kuikombesa kama pesi kakandi president aliyo akulole kama pesi kakandi kuwe kama somero ka government na halinywa husasusa tawe.
But they don't listen. So that's how you get this. I was in Karamoja, was it Bukedi? I think it was Bukedi, where 80% of the children drop out at P6. They don't continue to secondary.
Ari president ama kuchenda ho Ibukedi mutororomo washifumbulari hushimia abana babasoma abana kinana bahazikana ho kwiyongera musiniya ni mu primary lwe kube balini kama pesi ke kusasola tawe. Your Excellency, they are saying that is true.
So therefore, you know me, when I face problems, I go to the bush.
Ari no lwecho bari president mwamumanyi niyenga wakana nebiyanga fo wabona ribiyanga fo biliyo bari ni yatya buza musiru.
So that's why I said, since I'm still president of Uganda,
Ari chila ni alomar ukwamanga na shili president wa Uganda.
let me start my free education and people see it.
Ari hana ni hise husome husomesa hwabusa ari babandu babone. Husomesa hwabusa abandu babone.
For each hub per 6 months.
It's 900 million.
Yes.
So there are 18 of them.
Yes, there are 18 Excellency.
That's not a lot of money, because if there are 10, that's 9 billion. If there are 20, there would be 18 billion. But now there are 8. So it's not a lot of money.
Isi basali ni babana muliano State House control ama kunyonyolari buli habu ngayino kumwa chimiezi chisesa baramo milioni lwenda ate te habu zili kubira shinane mu Uganda.
And if you do two shifts in a year, that is 1.8.
arisinga betsa chimilundi chibili niyo milioni
Bi-
ndwela ni milioni lunana.
Then if they are 10, that will be 18 billion.
Aringa tsilize habuli so bilioni likumi na shinani.
If they are 20, they would be 36 billion.
Mwaulile president ngamanya mathematics. Mr.
So-
President, I'm really very happy you know mathematics.
Thank you. So it can be done. Now, if the children were, for the primary schools, if they are walking to the school and back without boarding, without eating, things would be, children could study free.
Arisinga ari mu primary ni mu senior singaba kufichilisa babana bano betsa ni basoma ni belengo akali kulomoro wari boarding ta arabe kusoma kuba kwangu busabana bosi ni basoma.
So I'm very happy that this is the resistance movement in the bush.
aliwe lisanywari bili kukoleka hano ari nibyo byesi president ali mu bushi kusolanisi abonari babana befe basoma busa mutsihabu tsino
But
bafuna skills.
But also, the resistance here is also clarifying another issue, which the other boy, the one who left university, was talking about.
Arine ya hulwana bibindi president akana kubonari umusoleli huwele bujulisolo melano wakasikana kusoma university na kobole ananihetsa asume muhabu arali uhakaho kubone imisawariye ari lolutalo lulundi lwesi president ali kutsia kuwambako.
Because you remember, I had a problem saying that you people prioritize science education, pay the scientists more if we don't have money to pay everybody more yet.
Arishebulila president abali kulutalo lwehulomari ifefe nga bana Uganda kubone huri kuwamba bibindu bya science nibyo bibe burangisi mu bulekeli bwefu.
You know the war I had.
Ari nambasa mwamanya lutalo lwesi president aba naluonga aluhitsani inza mbasa yoyo yehubonari kusome bya science na bikubire iburangisi.
Now the boy there was saying he spent, I think, 14 years studying primary, secondary, A level, but what he has studied in 6 months has helped him more than what he studied in 14 years.
Ari munyalama ulilo mwana inonga alomele amala chimyaha musafu asoma primary bamwe certificate wamala chine secondary certificate wamala chibili A level certificate ari ni mbawo she safu nata ne lwanyi malo kukwitsano muhabu kusomela chimyezi tisesa bachonyene nambasa mwamahulira byesa kama chesikesi arali ni nako akola bibi.
That's what I was telling you people, you're going to destroy your country. This country will collapse if you don't wake up.
Nibyo bindu byese president abelenga na hubolera arifenga bana Uganda kusoma bindu bya science bya kamahono arinenga kwa kubisoma kuli kutya kuirali na mboliefu kutya kuona kisali na mboliefu aribona rumwana wa makusomano chimyezi tisesaba ari wa milemo anyalawe support.
So the Baganda say atega chari mabaga, atega chari mabaga. We are now just starting.
Ari Baganda baluma luchelolo ari na ari ano nafwe mulwefe kuloma kuri bona kwana ni hari kwana ni habibiri.
Now, just with this little work, this killing, the importation of shoes in Uganda is going to stop. You can imagine Uganda was importing shoes. Can you imagine? And once you start using leather, it's not just shoe making, we shall be making. These car seats which you sit on in the car, those are leather.
Arinandala nga hwana nishile hurambisa kama afuka kefu kameni. Ariwa ahaba mumotoka barambisa kama afuko kwera kama lai.
The belts, the what, the handbags, that is all leather.
Aliku kubadila bibindu birambisa kama afuka kefu kameni. Chimisipi zikuibwela che basani chi handbaga nibindi bindi. Ari byama muma.
So that you see the impact already on the economy.
Arihwana nishile kubona bila inabi biana nishile kuboneka mwina mboli efe na dala Rwanda efe na
furniture Uganda was importing furniture from Dubai. Imagine Uganda importing furniture from a desert which has no trees.
ari sho huyanga bino byesi kukola mu bisala nga tsinde bebitanda arabe kubyamisa ibulafu ge Dubai ate yo iliyo bisala nga Uganda ta itayo bibala bili bye kumiye kebusi desert kumiyeshi.
So the furniture, the floor tiles made of wood, the cardboards for ceiling, all that.
Ari bibindu nga byesi kukola kwama mu bisala nga tsinde bitanda tiles tsesikura mu tse bisama mu bisala tsisikura cardboard zikukola ceiling tsino anariano bana Uganda bene bali kutsikola.
Metro work like the other boy is saying. The beds in the hospitals, many of them are metro work.
Ari bibindu sikukola mu bibyanga bitanda bye mu madwaliro bi.
In the 1960s, there were metro foldable beds known as Vono. It was a very, very, I don't know whether it is still imported. But those, you can now make them here yourselves with the metro work.
Ari mu myaka cyanyuma cyo cya 1996 kwabatsikana bitanda byesufumbamo babiranga tsikabari vono baramanya amba soba kushiri ni bitanda bya vono byo namweta alwe hubari bana Uganda kukola bitanda byefe bilai ibifura ni bya vono isikokola kwa mebula.
So we are now just beginning. We are going to continue, and you have been having a problem after you qualify. You have been going back to your, like the girl was saying, she went back to the village and then. But now we are going to start circles per district. The circles will be at the district because the hub is at the zone, but the zone is a bit far. So the circle will be at the district, Bulamburi, at your district, Bududa there, so that you don't have to go long distance.
Alihulo maritsakotsi kene atire kutsi districts ngembalare yo Bulambuli Manafa na Misindwa Bududa ari chikunyalisise kutsi yatsofunemo ufunemo lipesi aranatira kumagombolola ta arule huba tsihabu tsilino hali mukari netsisako kana hurere kutsi district kutsi atsikana ufunemo lipesi.
So we are moving.
Wendi wano mami wange yantusa ku kino kampiteko mami wange nze nali muvubuka oli awakanyanyo gavumenti mami wange nga mudduka nga sobola kuchallenging naye ne twetunulira amaaso bwetuti ngabo ogende Rukonje osome skills nti naye buli kimu kyogenda bayitamu ab'omukisa okugenda Rukonje okusoma tugenda ababwerere katolina kwerabirako nenzija nembeera ne bantandika okusomesa skills nga we nali ndi.
Invite the Honorable Minister that when you see a leader of a state